Hi, my name is Monica Masaglia, and today I'm going to present to you my multicultural theme text set presentation. The essential question that I chose to focus on for this project is how is determination and perseverance present in African American children's books? The three books that I chose to focus on for this project are Amazing Grace by Mary Hoffman, Dancing in the Wind by Debbie Allen, and A Chair for My Mother by Vera B. Williams. The first story I'm going to talk about in detail is Amazing Grace. In this story, Grace is a young girl who loves to listen to stories and act them out. When her teacher says that they will put on the play of Peter Pan, Grace immediately wants to play Peter. In spite of her classmates telling Grace she can't play the role of Peter Pan because of her skin color, her family encourages her that she can do anything she wants to do and be anything she wants to be if she puts her mind to it. In the end, she gets to play the role of Peter and is accepted by her peers. For our theme in this story, Grace, the main protagonist, is determined to play the role of Peter Pan, and with the encouragement of her family and self-confidence, Grace succeeds and gets to play the role of Peter in the school play. The second story I'm going to talk about is Dancing in the Wings. In this story, Sassy is a dancer and wants more than anything to dance a duet with a partner. However, her height hinders her from getting to dance in the duets. She often is dancing in the wings. When the dancers are told they will be auditioning for a summer dance festival, Sassy wants so badly to be chosen. Yet she is called names and ridiculed by her peers about her big feet and her height. Sassy feels alone and defeated until her uncle makes her feel better by telling her she's unique and special just the way she is. Sassy does a great job in the auditions and is chosen to dance in the festival. In the end, she dances a beautiful duet with a tall male dancer, and she relishes being in the limelight. After Sassy gains back her confidence, her determination and perseverance lead her into starring in a duet dance just as she dreamed of. The last story that I'm going to talk about is called A Chair for My Mother. This book tells a story of a young girl and her mother and their undeniable work ethic and perseverance. A fire burns down their home and takes away some of their most prized possessions. They both rise above their difficult situation and work hard day in and day out so they can save enough money to buy a new sofa. They eventually save up enough money to buy the perfect chair for their new home. The theme of the story focuses on perseverance and determination. Even though Josephine and her mom experience a great loss, they rise above and together work to fulfill their dream of buying a new sofa. So here's my rationale for the books that I chose. The three texts relate to one another and share the common theme of perseverance and determination in the characters' lives, while also portraying African American culture. Each book depicts a conflict or struggle that is overcome through continued effort throughout the story. The goals of my instruction are as follows. The students will be able to explore African American literature and discuss the common themes of determination and perseverance present in the text. The students will also be able to engage in activities that encourage them to relate to the protagonists in the story. This will include them relaying stories of themselves in times when they were determined and persevered through conflicts. The texts are geared toward primary grade students in grades kindergarten through second grade. The themes present in the text are relevant to this age group, along with the plot lines, the length of the text, and illustrations. I envision a diverse group of students made up of American and African American children. The read-alouds of each text and relating activities will take place over a 2-week period of time. These are the related activities to the story Amazing Grace. Before I read the story aloud, the class will engage in a picture walk of the book. I will encourage the students to use descriptive language to discuss what they see in the illustrations. During the story, we will engage in a group discussion, and I will ask the following questions. How do you think Grace feels when her peers tell her she can't be Peter Pan because she's black? Have you ever felt the way Grace felt? What makes Grace feel determined and believe she can do whatever she wants to do and be whoever she wants to be. After the read aloud, the students will engage in a writing prompt. I will have students write in their reflection journals about a time when they felt discouraged or teased. I will have them talk about how they persevered through their problem and who helped them to feel better. Depending on the writer's level, I will encourage students to write and also draw pictures. These are my accompanied activities for Dancing in the Wings. Before the story, I will have children engage in imaginative drawing. This will help them relate to the character of Sassy. They will draw a picture of themselves doing a hobby that they enjoy. I will encourage students to share their drawings with a partner before reading the story aloud. Before reading, we will also talk about the meanings of determination and perseverance. During the story, the children will engage and turn and talk partner sharing. I will have them discuss the following questions. Talk about a time when your family encouraged you to persevere through a problem. How did you feel when you overcame the conflict? After reading the story, the children will engage in a family interview. Each student will ask a family member about a time when they felt discouraged, but with support and encouragement, they were determined to achieve their goal. Each student will present their interview responses in a small group setting. The last story I'm going to talk about is A Chair for My Mother. Before reading the story aloud, the students will engage in sharing. I will have them share a time when they wanted something so badly, either a toy, game, clothing, etc. I will ask them if they were determined to get it, and what did you have to do to get it? I will use this discussion as an opener to the read aloud. I will say to them, now that we talked about being determined to get something, we will read about a story named Josephine, who was very determined to buy a chair for her mother. What do you think she had to do to get it? As I read the story aloud, the students will answer the following questions. How would you feel if your home was ruined in a fire? How do you think Josephine and her mother felt? Why was Josephine so determined to buy her mother a new couch? And did Josephine and her mother persevere and reach their goal in the end? After the read aloud, the students will engage in an art project. I will have them use art materials to create something that they would buy, that they would want to save their money to buy if their belongings were ruined in a fire. These are the interdisciplinary connections that I made to the story. For social emotional development, I will have students share with peers about what they learned about being determined and persevering through obstacles. I will have them talk about how they felt when they overcame these obstacles. For social studies, I will have students research nonfiction stories that relate to the themes of determination and perseverance. I will have them talk about how these stories connect to one another. For mathematics, the students will draw a picture of something that they would need to save money to buy. I will have them talk about what they would do to save the money, like doing chores, collecting change in a piggy bank, etc. I will then have them research at home or on the internet how they would have to save money in order to buy it, and how much they would have to save. As a result of the TechSet project, I learned that as an educator, it is important to determine themes present in books, and when doing so, relate the books to one another by their themes. By doing this, we can present books to students based on common themes found in the stories. This will help the students comprehend and reflect on them. I like this project because I was able to explore multicultural books and reflect upon how I would use these books in my classroom to teach perseverance and determination. I feel these themes are important to expose students to because overcoming conflicts through determination and hard work are issues that all students will encounter at one point or another. I found creating the interdisciplinary activities the most challenging. It was somewhat hard for me to relate the themes of determination and perseverance to other disciplines like science, math, and social studies. In the future, I can see myself using these books in my classroom to teach the themes of determination and perseverance. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my project.